everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I got a lot of comments on my how I make bookmarks video to show you all how I actually draw and design my bookmarks. So that's what we're doing in today's video. I use an app called Procreate on my iPad. I use this app for everything, for designing stickers, bookmarks, everything in my shop. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to select my sketch brush. You can also use the sketch brush that comes with Procreate, but I'm using my Jing Sketch round brush. I'm going to open up my reference. We're actually going to be drawing a ladybug theme bookmark today. So here is one of the references. I'm going to drag it up and then start working on my sketches. Okay, now that we are done with that, I'm going to duplicate that sketch layer. I just slide it over to the left, hit duplicate, and then we can select it. Once again, make sure you have snapping turned on, and we can just drag that layer down and start filling in our bookmark. You can also move stuff around and kind of erase stuff to make it fit. If you want to move something, you just select the lasso tool with freehand, draw around it, and then you can move it. Okay, we are done with our sketch. Go ahead and just combine all of your sketch layers. You can just select both and then bring them down and it will combine the layer. So now we're going to start adding our colors. So we have our base bookmark layer and our sketch layer. We're going to add one in between both of those and start adding our colors. So I'm going to go ahead and select a reddish color and start on the ladybugs. All you need to do is just color the top portion because then we're going to just duplicate it again like we did the sketch. So I'm going to take my Jing Paint round render. You can also just use the round brush that comes with Procreate, but I really like this render brush, and just start adding your base colors. So something you can do is once you outline your design, you can drag your color over, fill portion of it, click continue filling, and then you can just select them all, and it just makes it way easier so you don't have to color each on the same layer. So if you do them on separate layers, it makes it a little bit easier to add shadows and details without messing up any other part of the design. But I didn't end up doing that, so we're just gonna go ahead and start adding in details and continuing to work on our bookmark. So basically all I'm doing is just going in, adding highlights, more shadows, and just focusing on the details while color picking from my reference. So if you have a reference open, you can just hold your finger on the picture on whatever color you want, and it will change the color on Procreate. So this makes it really easy to get accurate colors. So yeah, that's what we're working on now. As you can see, the coloring and rendering process is just a lot of back and forth from the reference to your canvas, but it all comes together in the end. And then of course my camera died. So basically what I ended up doing, so here is what we had. I decided to make the design bigger, and then I duplicated this little ladybug and made a bunch of little small ones, changed the leaves, and then just added more details and stuff to the flowers. I also added those little lines in the background just to add a little more detail. So we have our finished bookmark design. What I'm going to do is create a group and then go ahead and clip those back down to the bookmark layer. And then when you have a group, you can actually move all of the layers together. So this way they're connected, but you can still change stuff on separate layers if you decide to. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up a new layer on top of the group and add my logo. My bookmarks are double-sided, so I always have my logo on one side towards the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and add the logo to the group layers, so that way I can duplicate it and then start creating my bookmark page. I'm going to take that layer and then just drag it over. Make sure to leave a little bit of space in between each bookmark, so that way when you cut them out, you're not cutting part of the other one. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to combine all of the bookmark layers and combine all of the logos. So that way when I print it double-sided, we have just the bookmark on one side, and on the other side, I'll have the bookmark and the logos. So technically you did not have to add the logo to that first group layer because it's gonna be on a separate layer anyways. But now we want to make sure that it's all center with the paper. So go ahead and group all of your logos with your bookmarks and move it so that orange line is popping up horizontal and vertical, and that tells you that it's all centered on the page. If you want to learn more on how to actually print it and make it double-sided, I have a full video on that. I'll have it linked down below, or you can find it on my channel. But that's it. That's how I design my bookmarks. I really hope you liked this video. If you follow any of my tutorials, tag me on Instagram. I would love to see it. But don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.